Well, all right. Yakuza 5, it's time. Whoops, it's been a year since the Yakuza 4 playthrough again, which happened a year after the Yakuza 3 playthrough. I had a better cadence before then. Admittedly, I was mostly just playing them as they came out, because it was the Yakuza 1 and 2 Kiwami games, and then Yakuza 0 and Judgment, and so on. And then I started playing them in a less scheduled way, and that I would play them as they came out, because I would play them like, I wanted to play them like twice a year. I couldn't play them as they come out anymore, because now they were no longer filling in the beginning of the series, and now they're filling in the end of the series, so suddenly it was like, we're on to 6 and 7 and so on, and now that would be skipping the entire middle part. In my defense, I tried to get on top of this more aggressive approach of doing them like twice a year, but when I did Dead Souls like 6 or 8 months ago, it was fucking blocked. So I went to the effort of starting a playthrough on Dead Souls, and then it turns out that specifically Yakuza Dead Souls and like no other game in the series, every cutscene is blocked. And I don't even just mean like rendered cutscenes or like animated cutscenes, but like they seriously took footage of every single part where people are just talking at each other from across a room, like normal RPG style dialogue. And they blocked all of those too. So like you can't show any of the story of Yakuza Dead Souls at all. You can only show the gameplay where you fight some zombies, and that's it. Everything else is blocked on YouTube. So I considered doing, at one point I considered doing a video essay on Dead Souls / like a review where I play through Dead Souls and then just kind of create like a replacement for a Let's Play, in a sense, where I would discuss the game and what happened in it and what I thought about it and so on, and then we'd go on to Yakuza 5. But that's an incredibly time-consuming project, and waiting until I finish something like that, if I ever do, is a bad idea. But shortly thereafter, fucking Elden Ring came out, and that took like 4.5 months to play through because it's an incredibly long game. So here we are a year later once again. Whoops. But this is funny because we are now we're in Yakuza 5, which means we have now caught up. We're now playing in the engine that Yakuza 0 and Kiwami were made in. So I'm no longer playing, I no longer am rewinding back to an older version of Yakuza. I'm now playing more or less like an almost modern version of it. I have played Yakuza Kiwami 2 and Judgment, which I think they're both done in the engine that Yakuza 6 was made in. Judgment might even be further past that at that point. But for the record, I do want to play all the games in numbered order. Spin-offs might not be accessible, unfortunately. And I'm holding off on Judgment because I've heard that it has spoilers for 6. So it's just another thing to wait. I'll probably catch up on all the way through 7, and then Judgment maybe if 8 isn't out already or something. I don't know, man. But here we are again. Welcome back to Yakuza. Auto assignment settings? Turn this on to automatically assign soul orbs. Oh, it's auto level. Gotcha. I'm like my controls? I hope they're auto assigned. These must be all things because I played Yakuza 3 and 4? No, just 4 on Steam? Just probably giving me stuff as a result? I don't know.
な。行こう行こう。
お帰りなさい、堂島会長。
ああ、それでは斑目組長、例の件ご検討くださ
い。なかなか信用できるお方のようだが、ホテルでの面会を突然キャンセルし、車で面会したいというこちらの希望をあなたは受け入れた。狭い車中、護衛も同席できない密室空間、当然命を狙われる危険性も高い。それでもあなたはこの車に乗り、私と面会した。
我々にとってこの会合はそれほどまでに重要だということです。それに私は九州全土を掌握する山笠組の組長がそのようなことをするとは思ってません。郷にいらば郷に従え。福岡においては斑目組長のルールに従うつもりですよ。
3万の組員を束ねるあなたが500に満たない兵隊しか持たない私に従うと。
はい、それが五分の杯というものだと。
なるほど。度胸だけでもなく礼節もわきまえてる。その若さで東上界の近代門を背負うだけのことはありますな。杯の件、前向きに検討させていただきます。後日改めてお返事を。
ええ、物騒な世の中です。組長も十分にお気をつけて。
おい。
今のは
山笠組の若頭、八幡組総長の八幡という男です。ご無事で何よりです、会長。先方がホテルでの会合をキャンセルしてきた時はどうなることかと思いました。
相手もそんなにバカじゃない。むやみにて出してくるはずもない。
それはそうですが、
それに本当なら飲めないはずの杯をこっちが無理やり飲ませようとしてるんだ。多少のリスクは覚悟の上だ。
我々もホテルに戻りましょう。あまりよその町に長居するのは危険です。会長、堂島会長、どちらに？
せっかく福岡まで来たんだ。少しは一人で息抜きがしたい。安心しろ、すぐに戻る。付き添いは不要だ。 乗せてくれないか。この車に乗りたいと言ってるんだが。
前の車からお願いします。そういう決まりなんで。
いや、どうしてもこの車がいいんだ。確か客の希望があれば理由もなく乗車拒否することはできなかったはずだが。
So what are you doing, Kiryu?
どちらまで？
適当でいい。軽く流してくれ。
It was actually very funny because of my last memory of this voice actor being taxi related. Why would you have a mask on in your ID?
いい街だ。この街に人が集まる理由がわかる気がする。この業界長いんですか？
まだ半年です。
半年か。それじゃあ福岡をそれほど知ってるってわけじゃなさそうですね。
え
え。残念だ。運転手さんに聞けば福岡のいろんな事情がわかると思ったんですが。実は私東京から来たんですが、ちょっと福岡でビジネス上の重要な取引をしようと思ってましたね。まあいい。じゃあこれから話すことは客の独り言だと思って適当に聞き流してください。実は私東京でとある会社を経営してました。従業員数3万人、国内最大規模の大企業ということになりますかね。ここ数年の景気の悪さが一時倒産の危機もあったんですが、今では堅調な経営ができています。経営が安定した最大の理由は関西にある同業他社との業務提携にあります。うちの会社とその関西の会社は長年ライバル関係にあり、過去には激しく争った歴史もありました。しかし時代は変わり、私たちの業界も商売をする上で大きな変革が求められるようになってしまった。このままでは時代に取り残されていってしまう。そんな危機感を持った我々は業務提携という形で和解し、共にこの厳しい世の中を渡っていこうとしていたわけです。だが実は今そのライバル会社との間に大きな問題を抱えていましてね。このままでは両者食うか食われるかの大抗争に発展しかねない事態に。原因は先方の社長の病気にあります。余命1ヶ月弱、末期の肺がんだそうです。その社長さん大変理解のある方でしてね。私も強い信頼を持ってました。でも病気となれば代替わりはやむなし。当然次の社長が選ばれることになるわけですが、その候補というのがこちらにとって少々厄介な方々で、候補は3人。腕一本でのし上がった副社長に大阪の財界を仕切る専務、そして社長の秘蔵っ子の取締役。タイプは違えど皆さん社長になる実力を持った方々です。ただその3人に共通して言えるのは、こちらの存在をよく思ってない、つまり好戦的な方だということです。そんな方たちが次の社長に就任したら、これまでの協定は破棄。東と西、本州全土を巻き込んだ大喧嘩が始まってしまいます。 だから私は福岡まで来たんです。関西以外の同業他社の方と手を結ぼうと思いましてね。いわゆる M&A 吸収合併というやつです。万一の事態に備え、少しでもうちの会社組織を大きくしておきたい。名古屋や札幌にも私の部下が言ってるんですが、どうでしょう。うまく話がまとまってるといいんですが。
Just thinking how utterly deranged that cutscene seems if you didn't register that that's Kiryu. Just gonna spill distressing secrets to thinly veiled Yakuza secrets to just a taxi driver.
ここはまだ降りるとは言ってないはずだが。
お題はいりません。これ以上目的地のないドライブにはお付き合いできません。
歩いて帰れとでも言うつもりか。いい加減俺も自分の足で歩けるようにならないとダメだってことか。これでも俺なりに精一杯茨の道を歩いてるつもりなんですよ。4代目。
Oh, did he drop him in Sotenbori? We haven't been to Sotenbori for ages, but Sotenbori was in Yakuza 0, wasn't it? So it makes sense that they had the model on hand, essentially, the environment. These are efficiently made games. Yeah, I said it, my last memory with him was taxi related because I watched the show Odd Taxi, which is fantastic. And there's suddenly a Yakuza character who's voiced by Kiryu. It's very my controller turned off because I haven't done anything for so long. Womp womp. Well, that happened. But yeah, there's I was surprised to notice the voice actor for Kazuma Kiryu in Odd Taxi, and it's even a Yakuza character and everything. So having that was like, oh, this seems like a very intentional nod. The voice actor of the Yakuza guy is playing the Yakuza guy in this thing. And then I come back to Yakuza, and it's this extra strange thing where I come back, and the first thing I see Kiryu doing is he's driving a taxi, and I'm like, all right, well, this seems like this is just a weird coincidence, but it's very funny from my perspective.
参ったばい。今日もガラガラよ。いつになったら景気ばようなるとかね。
たまんきよったと思っとったら1メーターとか。勘弁してほしかよ。
はい、かけそばお待ち。
こん手の番組よか見るね。
ああ、最近多かね。うち娘もよか見とうよ。これあれやろ、プリンセスリーグとかいいよ。デビュー前女の子ば集めて競わせとう番組でくさ。優勝ばしたらメジャーデビューできるらしかよ。
へえ、バッテンあげな年でどうせ枕とかやらされとっちゃろ。アイドルとか言ったっちゃ裏じゃドロドロ汚か世界で性格も歪んでいくっちゃろうね。
そうやね。 俺が親やったら絶対自分の娘にこげんことさせんばってん。子供を芸能界に入れようなんて親は草。自分が叶えられんかった夢ば追いかけさせとうだけで、その子の将来とかそげんこと真剣に考えとらんとよ。
どうも。
We're doing this again, the parts. Instead of ending with Kiryu, we're starting with him. Hopefully they nail it a bit better this time around, because Yakuza 4 is probably the worst one. But again, I thought 3 was pretty good, and that's the one that a lot of people don't like, I think.
Ah, Suzuki-san. お疲れ様。
お疲れさ
ん。中島社長、お疲れ様です。
ちょっと話があるっちゃけど、こっちに来てくれんね。
Wow, was office in quotes?
今日列の途中じゃったのにお客さんば乗せて行ったやろ。天神交通からクレームの来とばい。
ああ。
うちん会社、特に保管会社から名ばつけられとうとかあるけん、チコッと気ばつけてね。
ご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ない。自分の責任です。
よかったよかった。俺が今から菓子折りでも買うて先方に詫び入れてくるけん。
そんな、私が行きます。
よかよ。これも社長の責任やけんね。
いや、私が。
そう？それやったらお願いしようかいな。天神交通の場所はわかると？祇園通りの西にあるけん。
わかりました。
そんじゃ頼んだけんね。済んだら電話ばちょうだい。
Wow, this is like a genuine incident. Okay. I need to... Oh, it went away. During the game, we'll teach you how to play the game, but here's an interruption to that with another message that's also like a tutorial. Oh, it went away too fast. Okay. So the cutting in line is like a very real thing. Let's see some of that PC saving time. Click. Oh my god. This is what trips me up. It's same thing last game. Oh my god, yeah. On PC it saves so fast that there isn't even an indicator that it's saving. It acts like you just quit the menu, which the lack of any indication makes me nervous. I better not show up to apologize empty-handed. Maybe I've got something good on me. If not, I should buy a gift first. I think Tenjin Transport's on West Going Street. Consumable items are single use. Okay. Wait, why is returned a title? Why? Wait, why did tutorial why would tutorial screens have a button that sends you back to the title screen? Why? What? Why is it? What? And oh, this is an oh. That's what happens when I press select. Weird. Okay, select opens up a tutorial kind of message. That's very strange. You would think select would open the map, which is what I was trying to do. Okay, where am I? Oh, there I am. Inside the blue thing says West Goen Street. This is a new map, right? That I've never seen before, I think. M store. That's probably a good option. What would make a good souvenir for my coworkers? Well, Fukuoka is pretty famous for mentaiko, right? You know, spicy cod roe. Oh yeah, wonder where we can pick some up. I think I saw some over at that place Fukuya on Nagosu Boulevard. Want to pop over there? Hold on. Maybe we shouldn't get any souvenirs at all. I told everyone I was home with the flu, remember? Oh, right. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of all your excuses. Wow. Fukuya. Okay. I'll follow up on that then. List. Fukuya. It's that place. On the way there. Okay. Let's head south then. Blip. I'll give that a go. So I'm guessing this is where we dropped him off, so it's not Sonbori, it's some other area that also is full of that. Let's see. Can I run? Trying some different buttons. I think running might have been new in one of the other games. We're kind of almost running already. Approximately. Yeah, the last game was really peculiar in how, oopsie. I like how it's like colliding with, I just took that guy out and the game's like, wow, colliding people will cost you time. Not like, oh no, that poor person. Hello. Welcome. Hot Emperor. Oh. Fukoku. Mentaiko. This is the expensive one. I'll buy the how much should I buy? Just one? Hope for the best. How bad could I possibly screw it up? It is funny how clearly 2D the outside images are. Tenjin Transportation. This is the place. Okay. Time to go apologize. I hope the gift I brought is good enough. It'll be fine, or it won't. I don't know. Here I go. I guess making sure that people have to go in the correct order in the line, make sure that taxis get fair chances at business. Like everybody that shows up gets a job in the order they showed up in. I'm so used to seeing a taxi just show up to pick somebody up off the street. Because my entire exposure to taxis is movies, basically. And so the idea of a bunch of them waiting is just like not a visual I'm used to. And nowadays it's so common to have the ride-sharing apps, I guess, which I also don't use. Excuse me? Is the president here? That'd be me. And you are? Suzuki. From Nagasu Taxi. I broke the rules today when I picked up a passenger midway through the line, so I'm here to apologize. Oh, so that was you. Guess you take after your boss, Nakajima. No sense among the lot of you. Rude, but okay. I'm not sure I understand. I'm saying we get monkeys like you breaking the rules left, right, and center, because Nakajima won't train his drivers worth a damn. Now, just a minute. Huh. Figures you'd get uppity. That Nakajima's a real scum of the earth kind of guy. Makes sense he'd hire the same. Alright, well, he's just going all in. That circus he's running is bound to go bust any day now. Please, sir. Just let me say my piece. We were having a movie moment where somebody narrates at me while pretending they don't know who I am for like half an hour. So like it was actually he's going for me specifically. It's kind of a thing. Not this is gonna get explained obviously. Your piece, huh? Fine, I'm listening. What happened today was completely my fault, sir. Nakajima trained me in all the rules to follow and I failed to follow them. I won't let it happen again, I assure you. Please, accept this as my apology. Whoa, that's one hell of a treat. Well, you just be sure not to break protocol again. I'll take that to heart. Thank you for your time. And he's over it instantly. Okay.
Moshi.
お疲れ様です。鈴木です。今、天神交通へお詫びしてきました。
そうね、そうね。大変やなかった？
ええ、まあ、なんとかなりました。
いやー、助かったわい。本当のこと言うと俺、天神交通の社長さ、苦手なんよね。
そうでしたか。
やけん、鈴木さんが言ってくれて、正直助かったわい。
いえ、今回の一件は私の責任ですから。当然のことです。
鈴木さん相変わらずシリアスやね。そげん律儀に謝らると参るばい。ま、過ぎたことはしょうがないけん。そげん落ち込まんどいて。
本当に申し訳ありませんでした。それじゃ。
待った。今日給料日やろ。これからどげんね。
ちょっと寄るところがあるんです。その後でよければ。
ああ、仕送りんことね。いつも給料入ったらすぐに振り込んどったね。
ええ、まあ。
そういや、今まで聞いたことなかったばってん。地元に家族でも残してきとうと？
いや、家族っていうわけでもないんですが、いろいろありまして。
ま、あんま立ち入ったことは聞かんようにしとこう。俺は鈴木さんがもっと稼いでもっと幸せになってくれればそれでよかげん。
お気遣いありがとうございます。
だけんくさ、そげん仰々しい口に聞き方せんでよ。まあよかて、とりあえず給料日くらいはパーッと飲もうやんね。じゃあ俺は先に行っとけん。大瀬橋の上で落ち合いましょう。
わかりました。
He's probably sending money home still to the orphanage in Haruka. First things first, I have to send that money. Better get to a convenience store. This way? Yep. He just looked this way and I figured that's probably what's going on. So convenience stores are known as a way to send stuff? Should be able to use the ATM here for the ah, that's what he means. He's sending the money to an account, right? I thought of it in terms of like mail. I'm like, I guess Rayleigh's handles mail sometimes, but that's not a convenience store. Look at the bottom left. Look at that guy's face. Oh, there's a few things going on in these covers. There's an ATM. I'd better get that. Looks like they have magazines here, whatever they've got. You can actually go through them. Sports. Fukuoka Walker. Leon. Aya Fukuoka. Digimono Station. Modern Mahjong. Weekly News. Weekly Famitsu. Isn't that the gaming magazine? It is, isn't it? Famitsu's the magazine that rates things out of 40, because I think 4 people review every game or something like that. I think that's my entire exposure to this name is just seeing the scores they give things. A renowned gaming magazine published by Enterbrain, chock full of game reviews, articles, reader polls, and more. We didn't really read it. Is Leon the guy on the left? Nope. Who? Just blowing in a coffee? A lifestyle magazine published by Shufu to Saika Tsusha. A Bible for those mature men who want a dash of bad boy flair and offers fashion advice for casual and formal attire. Oh, I can see the Famitsu on the bottom left. There it is. I have no idea what the bottom left corner thing means. Digimon Station. There's a few Fukuokas. I also look at the manga. That's fucking loud. I think you said 10,000? Okay. I accidentally skipped it. Or missed it? What do you sell? There's the walker. That's an Xmas cover. Yakisoba. Lots of the usual food items. Just so much. I always like how almost comically extensive these menus are. It doesn't sell any like hand tissues. Was that really specifically a thing for like Yakuza 0? Whenever you saw someone sell, it is like a good idea to buy tissue because there'd inevitably be a quest that like needed the tissue. Just a funny detail. Hey pal, saw you using the ATM in there. You mind spotting me some cash? I'm starving here. Sorry, but it was just a bank transfer. I don't have anything on me. You think I'm gonna fall for that? I know you got the goods on you. Now fork 'em over. My name is T-Torial. Sorry, but I don't have time for this. You think you could just walk away from me? You're gonna get it good, you stingy prick. Fine. Let's get this over with. Obligatory. Do these guys have infinite health until I do all the combos? Yep, it's one of the... Oh no, he's taking damage. That's not a heat action. That's a heat action. There we go. Stand up. Sit down. There we go. Okay, I give. And get lost. I don't want the police involved any more than you do. Besides, I have somewhere to be. Things could get messy if someone really did call the cops. Better hurry over to the Osei Bridge and meet the chief. Yeah, because you're here undercover. Not undercover. You have a... You're... under a false identity, at least. That's the... Could not think of the right term I'm thinking of. He's pretending that his name is Suzuki. Which I think he's done a few times now. I feel like that's a name that's familiar from past false identities. Whenever anybody's standing really still, I'm always suspicious they're going to attack me when they have the chance. Alright, so I have mail. It's on my phone. M-Store. Thank you for using the M-Store. We have now started an online service that lets you order from your phone. Your order can be shipped to your home, so you can pick it up at any convenience store. Give it a try. Okay. Shopping. Oh. Super glue. Habanero powder? Alright. Well, the important thing is you can buy the healing, the health items that you usually need. So that's worthwhile enough. How weird is it seeing this be how Kiryu's dressed? Granted, we saw him before with the tie. Dressed as a, he was just dressed up as a, like a white. It actually harkened back to his old costume. He had a white jacket on, I think, and a purple tie. Whereas he used to have a white, he used to wear a white suit with a purple undershirt. That really made his design pop. So they were actually harkening back to that design with how he was dressed in the taxi, just in case you didn't instantly recognize his voice when he spoke. Check out all that poppin'.
Suzuki-san, 待っとったばい。
社長、お待たせしました。
振り込みは無事済んだと？
ええ。
そうね。でもよかね、鈴木さんは。俺とかこん年で守るべき人間もおらんけ。金の使い道がなくて困るばい。
社長、今も独身なんですか？
いやまあ似たようなもんちゅうこったい。やけんくさ、今日は俺がパーッとおごっちゃうけん思いっきり遊ぼうやないね。そうと決まったら俺についてきて鈴木さんにこん町場堪能させちゃうけん。
はい、お願いします。
そりゃそうと流すには慣れたね。
ええ、まあ
困ったことがあったらちゃんと相談せないけんよ。博多門は情に熱いのがよかとこなんやけん。
見ず知らずの俺を雇ってくれただけでも社長には感謝の言葉もありません。
雇ってくれたなんてそげそもそもスカウトしたのは俺の方やろ。
しかし社長、どうして俺なんかに声をかけてくれたんですか？
そうやね。まあなんちゅうか勘ってやつばい。
勘？
うまく説明できんちゃけど、俺は自分が好きになった男しか雇わん主義たい。鈴木さんは信用できる男や。そげん思うだけん声かけただけばい。
でも初めて社長に会った時、俺は
まああんま褒められた態度やなかったね。ばってん30年もタクシーで客を相手にしてきた俺やけん人を見る目には自信があるとよ。この男は信用してよかってやけん、お前さんも俺をもっと頼ってほしかとよ。ちこっと頼りなさそうに見えるかもしれんばって
社長、ありがとうございます。この町で社長に会えたのは本当に幸運でした。
こそばかよ。んじゃ今日は思う存分付き合ってもらうばい。
はい。
おお、ここばい。花緑。まずは博多名物水炊きば食おうや。
いらっしゃいませ。
Welcome. Table for two? Take any spot you like. Their crowd tech remains very funny. Just random dudes just in giant mobs just moving around, and like the cutscenes are scripted but the crowds aren't, so they're just kind of a mess of dudes walking around. In some of these games you'll see characters just walk right up to you, like the edge of the cutscene, and then like go huh, and like turn around like and walk away back the way they came, which really fits when certain dangerous scenarios are happening. But other times it's just like they politely, it's like people are politely walking around like a Los Angeles filming set or something when it's supposed to be just a casual cutscene. In this game it looks like characters just disappear when they walk into you because they're just going to interfere with the cutscene. It's just a funny detail of them wanting to have crowds but not necessarily making them like going through the work of like actually scripting them all to walk throughout the cutscene consistently. So it's just like random people. Every time you play the game, you'll get a different crowd kind of interfering differently with the whole mess. So we meet a character that's gonna have problems, probably. Because Nakajima is this character that took a risk with Kiryu and saw the good in him and so on. But this is a Yakuza game, and a plot's gonna happen. So that's not great for him. Like, he literally might die in the first chapter as a sad thing, or he's gonna be like this risk that Kiryu gets to worry about over the course of the storyline. I figure he's probably gonna be put at risk at some point, and he does not know what he has signed up for. Folks would fight each other off with a stick for a taste of this place's Mizutaki. You can only get that kind of chicken hot pot right here in beautiful Fukuoka. But don't let me stop you from ordering what you want. Go on, don't be shy. The Hana Midori Mizutaki. Mizutaki, appetizer, and sashimi. As well with a final course of porridge or champagne. Oh, that's a Mizutaki karage. Is this the real order? Look how many tiny dishes there are! Oh my goodness. Those are so many separate dishes. Just infinite freaking... Yep, alright. Collagen is the least appetizing thing you would call something. Huh. Anyway. Ah, nothing beats a drink after a hard day's work. Oh, and here comes the food. Let's dig in, Suzuki-san. It's delicious. I could eat that every day. Oh, does food give you experience again? Thank you very much. That was like an interesting system they had for Kiwami 2?
Yeah, どげんやった。鈴木さん、口で言うたね。
ええ、さすが水炊きの本場ですね。醤油だしの鍋はよく食べてたんですが、鶏のだし汁で炊いた鍋を食べたのは初めてです。
そうね、そうね。お、醤油ってことはやっぱり鈴木さん、関東の人なんやね。
あ、いや。
まあ意地悪なこと言うつもりはなかったとばって。鈴木さん結構隠し事できんちゅうか、脇が甘かとこあるけん。ま、何はともあれ口に合うてよかったばい。そしたら次は屋台で飲み直そうや。
それはありがたいんですが、社長ちょっと飲みすぎじゃないですか。
大丈夫大丈夫。若か頃は上ばみっち言われよったくらいやけん。
上ばみ。
さあ黙って俺についてくんね。
He's pretty far gone, but I can tell that... Oh, that was gone really fast.
おう姉ちゃん、古元時間に一人で歩いとったら危なかばい。
そうそう、危なか危なか。やけん俺たちが守っちゃうばい。
そげんといらんよ。そこ通して。
ダメダメ。古元可愛か女の子にもしもんことがあったら心配やけん。
だけん守ってあげちゃよ。もちろんお礼はしっかりしてもらうばって。
本当に大丈夫やけん。
おい貴さんだ。
ああ、おっさん今俺たちマジで忙しいっちゃけど、なんかよあっとや。
貴さんだ。酔ってたかって生しよっとか。恥ずかしくなかったや。
説教やったら電柱にでも向かってしとけ。おっさんどっか行かんや。
この
そこまでだ。
あ、なんや、貴さんもこいつの仲間ね。
とりあえず財布ば置いといてくれりゃ許しちゃうけん。金ば出してさっさと消えんねおっさんその2。
ナンパはお前らの勝手だ。好きにしろ。だがうちの社長に手を挙げたことは落とし前つけてもらうぜ。
おっさんが何倍息がどうとや。おい、ぶっ殺してやろうぜ。
Just the hundreds of times over the course of these games where somebody just does not understand what they just got themselves into. Oops. I was defaulting to the wrong button. Bicycle. Bicycle. I want to ride my... He's dead. That beep for leveling up is louder than anything else in the game. It's weird.
化け物たちよか。
だって山笠組の人間やなさそうやし、ひょっとして別の組織の。
余計な詮索はするもんじゃない。まだ痛え目に遭いてん。
よかよか。鈴木さんもそれぐらいにしちゃり。あんたらもう行ってよかよ。
すいませんでした。
ありがとうございます。助かりました。
いえいえ。ほらもう帰りしゃい。あんま遅くなると家の人が心配するばい。
はい、そちらの方もありがとうございました。
気にすんな。
はい、それじゃあ。
Look at Mr. Spot, the main character, standing right behind her.
しかし強かね鈴木さん。ただもんやなかとは思うとったばって、腕っぷしまで強いとは恐れ入ったばい。
たまたまです。
ふん、まあよかったい。次の店に行こうか。
So he's completely inconspicuous. Nobody would ever notice him there.
博多で遊ぶっちゅったらやっぱ屋台は外せんやろ。
屋台で飲むのは長洲街の定番なんですよね。
そうそう。長洲で飲むんやったら腹満たした後で屋台で締めの一杯飲むとが博多もんの流儀たい。
そうですか。
さあそれじゃあ入ろうか。しかし公言して屋台に来ると思い出すね。鈴木さんに初めて会った時のこと。
ええ、もう半年以上経ちますか。
しかしあん時は驚いたばい。鈴木さん、こん近くの屋台で地元の筋もんに絡まれとった女を助けたとはよかけど、その後そん連中に殴られっぱなしやったけんね。何があったんかは知らんばってん。あのまま殴られ続けとったら死んどってもおかしくなかったばい。
お恥ずかしい話で。
いやー、そげんこつなかよ。俺はあん時確信したと。この男は普通やない。なんか心に秘めた強い思いがあるはずやってね。
そんなことは。
だけん俺は鈴木さんば助けた。そして自分の会社で働かんか誘ったとばい。信用できる男やと思うたけんね。
本当に中島社長には感謝以外の言葉が見つかりません。
いや感謝しとうとはこっちばい。俺はあんタクシー会社をそういう自分によう似た仲間と一緒にやっていくとが夢なんよ。
仲間？
そう仲間ばい。真面目に生きたか正直に生きたか。でも過去や複雑な事情が理由でそれば諦めんなら人間もおる。俺は不器用な男たい。やけんわかる。不器用で真面目な男ほど その性格が災いして厄介ごとに巻き込まれる。そして行き場を失っていく。俺も昔良かれと思うてやったことが原因で多くの大切なもんば失うてしもうたことがあってね。でも俺は信じとう。不器用で一直線な男ほど仲間を裏切らん。何があっても信用できる関係になれるってね。そげん思うてあんたはうちの会社に誘ったとばい。俺にはあん時あんたが孤独に見えてしゃあなかった。まるで昔の自分ば見とうような気分やった。人間は一人じゃ絶対に生きていけん。生きていくには仲間が必要ばい。そうは思わんね。
社長、
あん会社は俺にとって生きていくために必要な、そう家族みたいなもんだい。やけん鈴木さんもそげん堅苦しくならんで、俺をいとこの一人ぐらいに思うて付き合うてよな。
はい。
なんか新規臭い話になってしもうたばい。ちょっと雰囲気変えてハイボールでも飲んでみようかね。おやじさん、ハイボール。
社長。
鈴木さんもハイボール飲むね。
いや、そこまで社長に思っていただいてたというのに、俺。
なあ、昔の話ね。
はい。
それは期間中約束のはずやろ。よかよか。今はまだ話さんでおいた方がよかよ。
でも
鈴木さんがなんか事情があって流すに来たとは分かっと。でもあんたほど嘘をつけん男が隠さなならんほどの事情、今はまだ心の奥にしまっておいた方がよか。一度口にしてしもうたらこの半年間堅くなに守ってきたもんが壊れてしまうかもしれんけん。まあ交通違反でもして鈴木さんが警察に捕まった時は保護者責任として根掘り葉掘り聞かせてもらうとしようかね。そうせんと俺も捕まってしまうかもしれんけんね。
すみません。
気にせんでよかよ。あ、でも一つだけ聞きたかことがあったって。
何ですか？
半年前鈴木さんが助けたあん美人、あん女の人、あれから連絡は取ったりしとうと？
いや、そんなことは。
もったいなか。あげん美人長洲の町探してもそうはおらんちゅうに。
そうでしたっけ？
顔はよう覚えとらんばって美人やった。俺やったら助けたついでに絶対連絡先の一つくらい聞くっちゃけどな。は
あ、でもまたなんでそんなことを？
鈴木さん知らんと自分が会社のドライバー仲間になんて言われとうか。
は？
いや、怒らんで聞いてほしかっちゃけど、実は
俺が？
まあ40過ぎの独身男が飲みに誘われてもいかん、風俗にもいかんとじゃ。
How do they think he's gay?
噂が立っても仕方んなかやろね。
いや、俺は。
何？実は結婚しとったりすると？
いや、そうじゃないんですが。
まあこれも鈴木さんが堅物すぎるけん出た噂やけんね。
He just only has eyes for Majima.
たまには会社の仲間ともお姉ちゃんのおる店行って酒の一杯や二杯付き合うてみるともよかと思うばい。
はい。
はい。今はいって言うたね。
ええ、そうですか。
よし、それやったら今から行こう。善は急げっちゅうけんね。
え？
Now?